Hello, hello. Welcome to Travel Around, Susie. We have got great people here already. Hi, V. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Troy and Kevin. And if you noticed in my thumbnail, I wanted to talk about M-24 because who else is excited to go to M-24? And I have a special guest today. I am really grateful to have my special guest on tonight. And sorry, I'm checking the chat here. We got lots of chats. I love it. I love it. Anyways, with no further ado, I am going to introduce our guest. He is one of the main players in M-24. And welcome, Kevin.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
So, as I was saying, I know that you and Captain Jack have been putting on M-24. And as we were talking prior, you had said it actually started in 21, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until 23. So why don't you explain how 21 actually became M21?
Yeah, it was shortly after Quartzite, so everyone was talking about the giving of the Q21, and so that was all fresh in our brains. And there were some other meetups, and Jack and I started talking, and he says, it'd be great to have one in Michigan. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And he says, well, will you help? It's okay. And so I looked into it, and the problem is we were just coming out of COVID, where camping in RV parks was extremely hard because that was the only way you really could travel. So every park was booked. And I happened to find Lake of Dreams campground on accident. And they were Central Michigan, which was great because we figured only Michigan people would come, maybe a couple from Ohio, if that. And so I called there, and they're like, look, we don't have anything for the summer, but if you wait till like the third week in September, you can have the whole park. I'm like, really? So, boom, it was born, and we started planning, and the first year was okay. By 22, it was much better, and each year it grows, and, becomes, I guess, more fun, and we've added more stuff this year than we have in the past. So that's where we are now. That is awesome.
And, I just have to kind of intercept here because I was new to YouTube. I was new to any meetup. I had never been to a meetup, never been any kind of inner circle, anything. And Tina, welcome, Tina. Your ears must be ringing because I was just thinking about you. She somehow jumped on till, I don't know, one of my videos and made a comment and said, hey, are you going to M-23? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Tell me. And it was like, I don't know, it was really short notice. I want to say like a month. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's soon. I got to figure this out. I got to know what I'm doing. And so I jumped on and jumped in, and Tina then told me that she wasn't able to come because of her heart surgery. And I was like, I don't know. I've never had, me and you emailed like one thing and that was it. Right. And I was like, well, okay. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to do. I'm way out, like fish in water here. And then I walked into Cruising with the Colemans. No, it wasn't Cruising. It's Cruising with Colemans, but they had
their cocktail
happy hour. Cocktail hour. There we go. And I was like, well, if I'm going to look like an idiot, I'll just do it right here. And so I jumped in, and everybody was super nice. I didn't even know of such thing as stickers or what to bring or what to do. And I was still learning tech at that time. So trying to figure out Facebook, email, and YouTube. And I'm going to this M-23 thing. I don't even know what to do.
Well, you know,
so it was great.
Well, that's one thing that I really love about our community is it doesn't matter if you have 100,000 subscribers or you only have 5. You're still going to be treated the same. And everyone's always willing to help you. If you have questions about editing, software, cameras, everyone's going to help you. You know,
and you're spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Because so, I didn't have many subscribers back then.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't.
That's a good way to have it too, because we are going to do a little thing called the Subathon this year, where you can get up and kind of talk to people, because there's a lot of new channels and new people that are going to be at this meetup. So it is a good way to you know, grow your channel and meet new friends.
Yeah, I had a blast. I was sold. And I didn't know how much people were going to videotape, or if it was more about just being at the event or anything. And so I know that we've got a lot of new van lifers that are coming. Score. I'm happy about that. But from my point of view, if you're new coming to M-24, things that they should expect, or things that that's going to be happening. I know that you are working hard at this calendar event that you have made up for us, and things to do. But everybody that is on YouTube, I noticed everybody was running around with cameras. No one was shy about it. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've actually found somewhere where I can video without worrying about somebody like, don't record me, you know?
Plenty of cameras, and then there's usually a few people doing lives too. So, you know, you can easily just pop in and stick your head in front of their camera and say hi, you know. So yeah, definitely don't be shy. And
right,
you know, I know when you don't know anybody it feels that way, but everyone's very welcome.
Yes. And I feel, you know, I know that you and Captain Jack are kind of the head of it, but from a spectator point, I can absolutely vouch for everybody was very welcoming. I mean, even my boyfriend, Ken, came, who doesn't do anything on YouTube, and he felt welcomed. So let's see, we've got, finally getting my channel back on track again. Well, there's lots of people at M-24, if you're coming, to help with that too. So I know that I had someone help me, Mario helped me with a phone that I was having trouble with. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, there's some good people out there if you have questions about anything. There's going to be people there that are good with drones. There's good, you know, different camera stuff, different editing. And so, yeah, if you have questions, ask, because like I said, everyone is going to help each other. It's a great community.
Yeah. And, you know, I know that there was a lot of conversations going on with workflow, you know, how to do the back end stuff, editing stuff. So, yeah, I mean, there was lots of off camera and on camera. And I know that Ford, what's his name? Ford, AKA Ford.
Oh, Kenny?
His name? Kenny. There we go.
Yeah.
Is he coming this year?
No.
Oh, okay. because I know that he did a lot of live streaming last year. Same
There'll
way
be a
with
few
Captain
people still
Jack.
doing some live streams. Sonia will. I think she'll end up doing hers. I believe on Friday, as she typically does. And I think she's doing a special private only one. That way she doesn't have to deal with the copyrights of the music. I know her and Jim usually do that every year. And I'm sure there's going to be a few others. I think Captain Jack's going live at like 9 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with this chat. There's a lot going on in the chat, which I'm so grateful for that. And lots of side conversations. So I want to welcome everybody that is to the live stream. I really do appreciate you all showing up. And I know that there's a couple new people in here. So let me know if you guys are going to M-24. And Kevin, did you want to talk about next year?
Well, yeah. As most of you know, that I had my little breakdown a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I'm done with it. No, we're still going to do. There'll be an M25, and I don't know if we're going to make it as structured as this one. I think we're just going to try to make it more fun and just more relaxing, because it's fun for everyone else. But let me tell you, it's a lot of work on my behalf, and sometimes it's not that fun. So I want to live a little too. So we're gonna take a few things out. So there's going to be a lot of open time where people can do whatever they want. So if somebody wants to still do the karaoke on Friday, so be it. But we're not going to really go through and probably schedule it. We're probably only going to take the pavilion for Friday and Saturday instead of having it for Thursday, because right now, Thursday, that pavilion sits open for whatever we want. And we could put that money towards something else next year. So, but no, there'll be an M25.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm a little addicted.
It is, and I always say that too, because last year I said the same thing. There ain't gonna be an M24, and then once I do it and I see everyone having a great time and enjoying themselves, it's like, okay, let's do it again. So,
yeah. Well, and maybe there can be a joint. Somebody else maybe pick up the scheduling or something of that nature. But also, too, with cutting back, that allows for other people to actually get to know people. Because if you're busy, focused on, something, you're not really communicating with somebody else. Mm-hmm. So, and networking is really important when it comes to YouTube, or when you have supporters or fans or moderators or anybody else that's coming. It's really nice to have that downtime to have some good,
especially for the supporters that come, because then they can actually go and sit with their favorite channel and really get to know them one-on-one, and that really helps. Yeah. And we've had some big channels in the past that come where people just came from the day, so they could meet the person or the channel that they're that they really enjoy and don't normally get a chance to meet that person. So yeah, but that's why we're still kind of going to try to. We kind of squeezed in this whole subathon thing too, where right before the karaoke is everyone can kind of come up and say, hey, my name's such and such, and here's my channel, and kind of get it out there, because it's hard, especially with a bunch of the new people that are coming this year. I don't know who they are, and
I thought that was only me.
Right. Well, so you get a new channel that comes in, and you don't really know, are they a channel? Are they a supporter? I mean, there's been people in the past that come to our meetups, and to this day, I don't know if they have a channel or not. So that's why we kind of came up with the whole subathon thing, just where people can kind of say, hey, take a couple minutes and talk about their channel and what they do, and it doesn't have to be travel. Our whole
Right.
YouTube community allows everyone. For a while there, we had a lot of the cruisers, and we still have cruisers. You know, V loves to be on a ship just as much as she likes to be in her RV. So, we
Awesome.
allow everybody and accept everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to Vit Summit in Texas a month at the beginning of this month. Hey, um, it's not showing up. Okay. Anyways, so and I found out, or I seen that even there at the Vid Summit, it's all about YouTube creators. It's a YouTube creator for creators, and I nobody frowned, nobody cared what number of subscribers I had. It was, what's your channel? What are you struggling with? Here's how I can help you. Here's how I'm struggling. How can you help me? And I've never seen a community like that before that is so willing to help everybody. And I just feel like YouTube is that. And I know that even the supporters, I am grateful for my supporters. I've got, I think I'm at 495 or 96, and I'm grateful for that. I think it's great. It's surprising to see that many on my channel, but I think it's great.
The more stuff you put out, and the more it's going to keep on growing.
Yeah. So anybody in the chat have any questions about M-24? If so, go ahead and put them in the comments. And we will try to answer them. Kevin's got everything. Hi, Kelly. We had some, I think Jeff is here, and question, when are we all getting matching tattoos?
You know what, V? What's funny about that is we order our stickers through Sticker Mule, and they do those temporary tattoos. And we ordered a bunch with our logo, and I was like, I wonder if I should order some of the M-24 ones, because they're not super big, right? So I'm like, if we order them, would people wear them? I didn't order them though, but we do have enough stickers to give out.
Awesome.
But you know what, V? Next year we'll do it. Once we have the M25 logo, I'll order them ahead of time. Especially, they had a huge sale going on, and I'll wait to another big sale, and we'll order them.
Now, where do you get your stickers from? Did you say?
Sticker Mule. So what I do is I wait, and every couple of weeks or so they'll do different promotions and different sales. And the only time I buy is when they have a really good sale. So they had 50 stickers for $9. So what I did is I ordered the M24, and then I also restocked ours because I ran out. But I didn't run out. I left them in the golf cart all winter, and they got ruined. But yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I came back from Vit Summit, and I put my stickers somewhere in this van, and I'm playing hide and go seek with them because they're hiding. I don't know. So hopefully I can find my stickers. I was so happy to have them.
We had a bit of a rodent issue in our RV. When we were cleaning it out, I found we have that big banner back there. That's our old logo. And I found these huge bumper stickers. We ordered like 100 and some of them. We never gave them out. And they've been in the RV for so long that they're kind of bent because of the heat. Yeah. Stickers are
Oh,
fun though.
geez. Yeah. Nope. I ripped all my carpet out. I have brand new laminate floors, so they're not under there. They're probably in one of these cubby storage units. So, let me see if I missed any. I will have for anyone who wants brand themselves. I don't know what that one was about. I was trying to see if there was any more questions for us. And yeah, V, I didn't know anything about the tattoo. So, potluck info. Tina wants to know potluck information.
Potluck's going to be Saturday at 4 p.m. at the Pavilion, and then shortly after dinner, we are going to do the group photo.
And if anybody missed it, I don't know, but it's on Facebook. So I screenshotted it, so I knew.
And I made a whole lot of a laminated one, so everyone will be getting one of these at the park.
Awesome.
So that way they can do what they want with them.
I don't know what to bring.
Anything you want. We have all sorts of different kinds of foods coming, like most years. And if you don't want to bring food, we can always use extra plates and stuff like that. Desserts. That's what I'm bringing this year. I'm doing a dessert. We're not cooking. We'd have to leave, go back, cook, come back, and we decided that it's much easier just to get. We're going to bring in a bunch of cupcakes.
Question: what is the weather this weekend at the Lake of Dreams?
Mid-80s and sunny.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, it beats the M-21's cold and flooded.
Wasn't there, don't know, but
Oh, it was. It was.
I believe you. It's Michigan.
Traveling Robert tried to do his live there. He steps out and there's just water, like standing water all around his RV. It was rough and cold.
I've been to a few car shows like that before. It's not fun.
Ice cream and slushies. Yes, V. They still have ice cream and slushies at the store.
All right, there we go. And Jeff is answering your question.
But unfortunately, this year we don't have Mobang coming, so no egg rolls, and that's very depressing.
Yeah, it is.
I was going to see if I could send him money, and he could overnight some.
There you go. They looked so good that I had to try them, and I'm actually allergic to onions, and I was not even thinking and I bit, and I was like, oh, onions. Oh, well, they're so good, though.
This year, everyone will have a little wooden chalkboard with, and they can write down what their dish is. And nice. If they want to put anything that could be, if it has nuts in it or anything like that, they can. Because yeah, I half the time you'd come up to a dish is like, what is that? And I'm like, okay, I'll try a little anyway. But that way everyone knows. I did see something about jumping in the lake.
Yeah, somebody asked if we can we jump in the lake?
Tina, let me look at the list because I don't remember times. At 12 p.m. on Saturday, we will be doing the puddle jump, Jack's annual jump in the puddle. Now, last year, because of the warmth, he jumped in the lake, and I'm sure it's going to be the same this year. It's warm enough where he can go into the lake. So, yes, and the lake is open. It's just the water park itself has been taken down for the year.
Sorry, I'm sitting at a city park because I've been all day at doctor's appointments with my dad. So I normally don't sit in a city park for a live, but so I keep hearing weird noises. So I'm checking my surroundings.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful idea for nice allergy awareness. Yeah. And yes, I really do. I agree with you so much, V. I really do appreciate Kevin and Captain Jack for putting this all on. And welcome, Spoiled Mama. That one looks familiar. I recognize that, but I'm sorry I can't put Michelle. Is that the one with V, the cruise?
Yes, they both. She was there last year too.
Yes, cruising. Yes. Oh, and by the way, everybody that is here on chatting in the live stream, I will find your guys' channel and I will put it in my descriptions. As far as trying to make sure all the links work, I've had some issues in the past, but I am trying to get everybody's channel that shows up here chatting in my description. So I like to share it on, so anybody that is watching this in the replay, you can go check out all their channels down below. Kevin's will be definitely posted. His is posted almost every week because he shows up to my live pretty faithfully. The same way with Tina and some of the other ones that show up. I do put them in the description for everyone. Comic with Bueller. Well, hello. Welcome to the chat or the live. I don't think I've ever seen that one before, so welcome to Travel Around Susie. Kevin, is there anything else that you would like to add about any new changes with the park or anything new that didn't happen from last year?
No, the only real big change with the park is the arcade has been closed. The company that was running it there, something happened to the gentleman, and so that building's empty and looking like storage. Other than that, everything else in the park looks the same. You might see a bit of difference. Some trees have been cut down. They were ill and they had to be removed. But other than that, the park's still the same.
Okay, there's an arcade there?
Yeah, there's a game room just on the other side of the pavilion there.
Oh.
It had some very
I did not know that.
Yeah, so they're trying to figure out what they want to do with that empty room now. Oh, yeah, Jim, thank you. Yes, on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the Rec Hall, there is a pancake breakfast. It's $3 a person. It is cash only, and all proceeds go to charity. And last year, the Seasonals put this on, and they were able to raise something like $1,500 for a needy family. So if you guys don't feel like making breakfast on Saturday, come up to the come up to the Rec Hall and have a nice warm breakfast made for you.
All right. New here, fellow traveler, YouTube, but don't do YouTube about my travels. Well, you are still welcome to join us if you are anywhere around. We're talking about M-24 meetup, and it's for YouTube supporters, YouTube content creators, or travelers. Really, anybody is welcome. We've had lots of people there last year that didn't have a channel. So it is in Merle, Michigan, kind of central Michigan. So if you're up and around, it is September 19th through the 22nd. And if you do not have your spot, how many spots are left at the campground? Do you know, Kevin?
There's still quite a few on the east side of the park, the like row where it starts like 1 through like 30 or something. But most of those sites now are open to the general public, so they could fill up. I can only have I only hold that part of the so many sites. Well, basically the whole front part of the campground I can only hold till usually midsummer.
Okay.
And then they get
and so
whoever. And I believe the cabins are still available. I think this is the first year we haven't rented out the cabins.
And so how many spots are for you two that you still have held? Do you have any?
There's at least 25 or 30 sites, I believe, that are just YouTube only.
Sweet. So
well,
there's definitely room. Right.
Yeah, there's still room. And there's just no guarantee that you, if anyone were to come in, they might be in the back of the park. I don't know what sites are still available because, like I said, now it's open to the general public, so anyone can go online and actually make the reservations instead of calling.
And then, all right. Troy asked, do they make anything besides pancakes and coffee? Last year, I think they had sausage.
There's sausage, orange juice, and coffee.
I appreciate the invite, but I'm in Baltimore this week, then heading to New York City. Ooh, boy, you are traveling. Awesome. Stay safe. And we go live every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, so you're more than welcome to come back. And then check out all these channels. They will be in the description afterwards. And I thought I seen one more. Bring your pre-wash white shirt, gloves, and a Ziploc bag. That's for the tie-dye that V is hosting.
That's 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Before we get off here, I'll read the whole schedule just to make it easier for everyone.
Awesome. Well, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay, so for Thursday, the pavilion is open to use for anyone that wants to use it. It is ours, and if you guys want to hang out there, go for it. Friday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. is Camp Trivia with Captain Jack, and there is there is prizes. 4 p.m. we'll start the cocktail hour with the Airstreamers at Site 44. At 5 p.m. we are going to do the subathon to try to get some new friends here. 6 p.m. we'll start the karaoke at the pavilion for Saturday at 10 a.m. Look at me. I even bring it here just so I don't screw up, and I still screw up. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 is the pancake breakfast at the rec hall. 10 to 12 p.m. is make your tie-dye shirts with Call Me V at the pavilion. 12 p.m. is going to be the puddle jump / raffle. And technically, it's not a raffle. And I was actually going to have this removed from this meetup, but everyone still wants it. So basically, it's stuff that people want to get rid of. And it's usually products that were donated for unboxing videos, stuff like that. So it's not really a raffle. There's no cash in exchange, because if we do that, then we have to get licensed through the state of Michigan with the Lottery Commission. Not doing it. So that is basically, if you have stuff you want to get rid of, there you go. So some people make arts and crafts. Other people, like last year, there was RV antifreeze. Who doesn't need RV antifreeze if you're in the cold, right? Okay, getting on from that. is 4 p.m. is going to be the potluck dinner at the pavilion with a group photo after. Starting at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the RV DJ show at the pavilion. That's always a great show. And then Sunday, basically most people are going home, so, Sunday can be whatever you want. We don't actually have the pavilion then, but no one's going to be using it anyway. So we can always say our goodbyes wherever.
Awesome. I am so looking forward to this. And then also too, I know that it is at a campground. So obviously if you've ever camped at a campground before, you guys know the rules. Most of the time it's like 10 o'clock, the noise has to be lowered and the speed limit is slow.
Quiet hour starts there at 11. But
at 11.
Yeah, we try to be quiet after 9. So that means you don't, because that's when Sonia finishes her show, and then there's usually other stuff going on. We do have usually a bonfire at the pavilion. We're the only ones that normally get a fire at the pavilion, so that's a bonus. So people can sit around and still chat and all that, and even if it's after 11, as long as you're not loud, because from across from the pavilion, there are RVs, there's some seasonal sites, and then there's the rest of them are us. So if it was just all us, it wouldn't matter. But, there are other people in the park.
Right. So, and it just goes to be respectful, drive slow, because there are going to be kids there. And you never know who's going to be walking around with a camera, not paying attention, walking in the road, not pointing any fingers or anything.
We're all guilty of looking at the camera and not where we're going.
How many poles have we ran into?
And then,
even with my glasses.
If there's anyone that is far from the pavilion and needs a ride, we do have our golf cart as the M-24 taxi. So I have no problem picking people up and dropping them off. You just have to be able to get a hold of me or somebody and say, "Hey, moron, over there," and then I'll go. So yes, no cutting through sites. That is a big problem at most campgrounds, and it's definitely frowned upon. Especially you're trying to enjoy yourself, and then somebody comes stumbling through your site, and so. And they're not pull-through sites. So if you miss your site, please go all the way around. We had a problem last year or the year before where somebody drove through to the other site behind it. And between those sites are the electric and the water, and that can easily be damaged.
Oh, well, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah, and we don't want to be kicked out of the park. We're lucky enough to have this campground that sponsors us, but we break something that's going to be expensive, they're going to be like, yeah, don't come back.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't want that. And there are some seasonal people that are there. So we need to respect that and allow them to have good faith in standing in the campground is really a nice campground. So if you haven't been there before, it is a very nice campground.
Yeah. And we do have for the pavilion for the potluck. It is open to the seasonals that are there. Last year we only had 1 or 2 that came, and then they're also invited to the RV DJ show. We would like to get the park as much involved, because if they're involved, then they can't complain.
Exactly, and they have fun, and we welcome everybody anyway, so why not get them involved? So, any other questions? I was trying to keep the eyes on the chat, but it is moving quite fast for me tonight. I'm not used to having all you chatting, so I'm super excited about that too. I don't know, I got a lot of happy things going on.
And yes, Sonia, I will bring you a pineapple pizza just for you, because I know how much you love it.
Oh, is there a story there? Do we need to hear story time?
No, she's against pineapple on her pizza.
Oh, gotcha. Sonia, I'm kind of with ya. The pineapple and pizza don't go with me either. But hey, y'all can have what you want because I like pickles on mine, pickles and bacon.
I'm not picky. I'm just not big on having little fishies on them.
Yeah, nope, that's a no for me.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Yeah, I'm not really that picky. Onions, obviously, I wish I could, but I can't. But I'm not really picky on pizza or much of any food. So, but pineapples really aren't my thing ever. So, unless
I,
it's in a
I
fruity drink.
I like cold pineapple, but the only time I'll actually have warm pineapple is on a pizza. You put it on my ham, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? But you put it on my pizza, I'm okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
I guess Jim knows what
Um,
eyebrows taste like.
ooh. Okay.
Yeah, no liver and onions.
Anchovies, they taste like this. Yeah, no liver and onions. Nope. Yep. I'm out. Yep. So, let's see. What else other than y'all? I just got done eating because whenever I take my dad to doctor's appointments, he always has to feed me. I don't know. So we had to eat, and then I had to rush here. So that's why I didn't actually get back to you right away. Question. What is the Rule 20? Does that mean something to you? Because I'm lost.
You would have had to been in. Yeah, you would have to been in Sonia's live last night. I guess they had some
Oh,
really off the wall rules at the campground that they're staying at in Ohio right now.
oh, okay. Wow. I'll have to go back and replay that one and watch that one. I try to find people's lives, but I always am late. So I have to either jump in the middle or I watch it on the replays. So
Yeah, you can't
I
count
do
on the
watch them.
notifications from YouTube either.
No, no. Uh, all right. So I think we pretty much covered everything about M-24 we covered. And just kind of to recap, even though Kevin has done his due diligence on laminating it, it is on Facebook on the M-24. It is posted there, so you can go check it out. Prior to that,
And I'm gonna try to pass them out to all the sites, but just like last year, we had some people that didn't really notify us that they were coming, and they got skipped. So yeah, if you guys are there, you want to schedule, you can call me, you can email me, or even put it on Facebook, and I will swing by and bring it to your campsite. If not, there'll be a pile of them at the pavilion. The only reason I don't want to kind of leave them there is we have events that I don't want seasonals to be part of. So I don't want them to show up and be like, oh, well, we want to do this. And if that part's not for them. So just let me know and I'll make sure that you guys get a schedule. Last year, we tried to have the campground hand them out, but they were in the same boat where they didn't know who was who sometimes.
right.
So.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. I'm drawing a blank now, but and then
I was just thinking, would anyone like to do some cornhole and stuff? Because I have my own set, and we can borrow the campground's set if people want to play. There are horseshoes on the other side of the pavilion. There's Gaga Ball. I've never played Gaga Ball. I don't quite understand the whole concept of it. I thought it's like dodgeball, but you're stuck in a cage.
the octagon. Is it like
Yeah.
shaped as in like an octagon?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. My kids
They
played
have one of
that.
them.
I
I
don't.
don't know
I
what
don't know.
that's about, but we can definitely put up some games and stuff that people can play whenever they feel like. Gaga ball is weird. Yes, well, that's why it was probably fitting
Then
for us.
and then what's the check-in on Thursday is 3:00, correct?
I believe so. I haven't checked into the campground in 3 years or 4 years, so I believe that's
That's
right.
right. You're seasonal.
And I'm sure if you come in
I
a bit
want to say.
early, they're not going to be like, oh well, we're gonna make you pay $10 more to come in early. They're if the site's open, I'm pretty sure they're just going to let you slide right on it. And they do have a
Yeah.
late checkout. I think checkout there is like 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. or something.
Okay.
So
That's
you have time to
awesome.
get up, enjoy yourself, and not have to rush to get out of the park.
Yeah.
And most likely, every one of those sites is not going to be filled that night anyway. So if you're a little bit late leaving out, I don't think that's going to be much of an issue either.
And when you leave, just make sure you take all your trash that you pick up afterwards. You know, respect the campsite.
Well, you can bag it and leave it on the side of the road by your site because they do have a truck that comes and picks up from your site throughout the day.
Oh, really?
Yep. There's a young guy on a gator that will drive by and pick it up for you. Oh, and they will deliver firewood to your site too if needed.
Awesome. And yeah, every site does have a fire pit, a picnic table, and I think electric.
They all are electric water. Up front, it's all 30 amp with water. That's it.
There you go. So if you haven't been to the campsite, there's that information for you. And it is really, it's a grassy site. And of course, if you haven't been there, hang on. There's Tina says, if you need an extra set of cornhole set, she's got one, I think.
Maybe, but I know because the campground has several for their tournaments, so we can always just grab theirs out of the rec room. I'll get with Troy or Sandy and make sure. Firewood, $12. I believe it still is. I just had a big delivery of it recently, and I think it was. I think we had two loads for was like $24. So yeah, I think it's still about $12. They give you a lot of firewood.
So Troy said that he called in the morning. Call in the morning, and if no one is on your site, you can come in before 3 p.m.
Yeah, they're very laid back at this park because I've been to parks where we've showed up a half hour early and they actually wanted us to pay a fee. And I'm like, you know what? I'll turn around, I'll go to Walmart, and I'll come back later. You know.
Yeah, for 30 minutes. No, thank you.
I mean, I can go grocery shopping, and so yeah.
Yep. So, let's see. So we got pretty much all the stuff covered for the campground and the M-24, and we know there's going to be a 25 now. We're happy about that. And then I'm trying to think if we've missed anything else. We've already covered the schedule. The firewood was really good to the same.
Yes, it's still the same. They do their own cutting and splitting. So when you come in, you'll see to your left is the camp store. To your right, there's a barn. Behind that, you'll see the big machines that do all the splitting, and they do all their cutting themselves. It's pretty amazing.
It's good. And last time when I was there, they were really friendly. The store, I feel like they were kind of like closed or almost out of, done for the season, but they were still helpful and was willing to help you out with whatever you needed. So, I mean, they were really super nice to us.
Yeah, they're great people.
Yeah. There'll be a fire. Come on Friday, Jeff. All right.
Okay, Jim, but just don't burn your shoes, man. There's no shoe stores anywhere near there.
Yeah, it is kind of a remote city. So, well, does anybody else have any other questions or anything else? While we're waiting to see if there's any other questions, how's your channel coming, Kevin? I know that you were kind of done with your channel and done with M-24.
I was done with it all. I think we're at like 1,100 subs right now. As far as watch hours, I don't look. I don't care. If we get monetized, awesome. If we don't, we're only in it for the fun. It's not like you're going to make it rich anyway, because we'll never be as big as some of the big channels that can do it. So,
yeah. But I seen you post a couple things about the rodents. Do you got any news videos coming out, or?
I'm still working. See, we went to a Native American Heritage Center. I'm still working on that video from June. Every other video, because I'm having problems, and my biggest problem is music right now. So that's the only video I have not released. Most of it's edited, but it's not out. But we do have quite a few new videos that will come out. Of course, probably up until mid-October, we'll be doing M-24 videos. Then after that, we have some other stuff. And then I don't know what we'll do for the winter.
Yeah, I had about 3-4 videos that I was editing that were on my external hard drive that now is no longer an external hard drive. So I've got 2 videos. I just made one, and I've got another one done. So I got them 2, and then so all my footage from M-24 23 that I screwed up on was on that external hard drive. So not only did I screw up recording, but I also too have lost it all now.
Now, could you take it to like a computer repair place and see if they can pull it from there? Because I know like on computers they can. So I'm thinking that an external hard drive, I wonder if there's a way to.
Well, I took it to Best Buy, and they told me that it would cost at starting $1,000, and it could go up to $2,000 for them to extract it. So it's like, whoa. But I did post on Facebook to an IT group that I belong to, and they said that to check around to some local computer shops, they might be able to do that. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of focused on M-24, and I'm trying to get all my dad's doctor's appointments in. So after M-24 is done, that's on my list to do, to Google some of that.
Well, maybe somebody at the M-24 might know how to do it.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You never know. We all have a different background other than YouTube, so.
Yeah, well, that's for true. That's for sure. So yeah, I mean, it will be with me because it's in my house, which my house will be with me. So I will definitely have it with me. And if anybody does have an idea, and it's kind of funny because I can hook it into my laptop and it shows to where I can eject it, but I can't open it. So I don't know. I'm not techie. I don't know what that really means, but I just find that weird. So, so yep, there's that. And but I'm not. I'm hoping that eventually, somewhere down the way, I will find somebody or something will happen, and I will, because I had all my family stuff. I mean, it was 2 terabyte, and I didn't know to back up. I just thought you backed up. So lesson learned, extremely hard lesson. But so now I am backing it up, and then I've got to buy another one to back it up. But you got to have money to buy them external hard drives. They're not cheap.
No, I have a 5T that I saved up for, and knock on wood there, it's been good to me so far. So
yeah, I'm not cursing you. No, and you know that's the thing is I had a 2 terabyte and I barely even had a quarter of 1 terabyte of information onto it. So I thought, oh, I'm good, you know, right. And no, not so. So, and I had just recently backed up. Yeah, exactly. I know that now, Sonia. It's a little late now. So.
Now, Sonia, when you back up, your backup is that long as it's not at Dollar General, right? She got her RV stuck at a Dollar General trying to get him out. Got it getting out. So yeah.
Oh no! Oh. That's one thing I've never really towed an RV. So, or I mean, not an RV, but a travel trailer. So yeah. Yeah, no Dollar Generals, she says.
Well, the one by the campground, you could fit 5 semis and sit there and do figure eights because they have the largest parking lot that I've ever seen in a Dollar General.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, most Dollar Generals do not have a big parking lot.
No.
They cram them in a corner in the worst intersections ever.
Yeah, and they usually have just a narrow in and narrow out.
Yes. It's terrible. Well, that would be nice if I had a different place, but I don't have a different place. I have a van, so everything's got to be in the van. But, well, we are coming up on almost an hour, and I have taken up enough of Kevin's time. I so appreciate it. I know we've tried to connect earlier on this, and schedules just didn't work out. So I appreciate you taking the time out to come onto my live and talk about M-24, which I'm super stoked to come back to again. So I'm gonna let everybody well, not let everybody go, but I'm gonna end the stream so that everybody can get back to their normal day, even though I keep bouncing around here. But thank you, Kevin, so much again for doing M-24. I know it's a headache. I know how organizing stuff is a pain, but we do appreciate all the hard work you do. And I know Captain Jack is part of this, so we appreciate you both. And have a good night, and we will see you Thursday. Yep. Unless people are getting there earlier, and you are too. I don't know. What day are you getting there?
I'll be there tomorrow.
Vacation time starts tomorrow, huh?
Well, I wouldn't call it a vacation. It's still a lot of work. I'll need a vacation
Oh,
after the meet up.
I bet. All right. Well, good night. Thanks, Kevin, for coming on. Really appreciate all the information and the work. Thank you, everybody, for showing up, and everybody that's watching this on the replay. If you don't know the channels in the chat, look in the description below, and they will all be there. Definitely go check out Kevin's. He does all sorts of fireworks and food and places to eat and all kinds of good stuff. So check out his channel, and all the other channels that are chatting will be in the description. Safe travels, and I hope you make it to M-24. If you're not already plan on it. Talk to you later. Bye.